Post-fight reaction to Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios title fight. This was a very interesting fight. How it started off, Manny Pacquiao was very patient, wasn't really jumpy, was very flat-footed, which was a good thing because he conserved a lot of energy like that. Manny Pacquiao saving a lot of energy in his legs early in the fight definitely made the difference in this fight. That's why a lot of controversy is going around in this. People are looking at certain things and they don't know why uh the stats and the performance don't match the results. But in the first round, Manny Pacquiao came out and he was very aggressive. Could have stole the first 2 rounds, possibly. People feel like the two or three rounds could have went to the second and third round could have went to Barrios. Uh, in the fourth or fifth round could have possibly been Pacquiao. But those early rounds, Pacquiao started to figure things out, the pace, how many punches he can throw per round, how many he should, how much energy he should put out early. And I think if you go back and look at the Ugas fight, he started to gas out around the sixth, seventh round. It was rumors out that his trainer or his strength and conditioning coach had him running long miles before the last fight with Ugas. So in this fight, Freddie Roach wanted to make sure that he didn't use his legs much at all. He wanted to have his legs in the fight. And in this fight, Pacquiao did have his legs. He was able to throw combinations using his legs through the fifth and ninth round, through rounds 5 through 9. And Pacquiao did a good job, able to be balanced, catching punches off the chin. He was able to jab and move a lot of times. Barrios was catching him with some flush shots down the middle, but that was about it. The jab and the right hand down the middle was landing on Pacquiao most of the time, but he didn't have to worry about anything because he was still able to find his spots when he was ready. He initiated most of the contact, and most of the aggression and pressure was coming from him. Even though Barrios was stepping a lot of times to Pacquiao, he wasn't initiating a lot of things. In the jabs, of course, but when it came to combinations, he'll catch Pacquiao going out with a combination. He was mostly in the counter-punching jab mode, and Barrios did a great job jabbing all the way through the fight, but he was mostly just jabbing. I think Pacquiao, once he got to jabbing and throwing combinations in the middle of the fight, that's when Barrios backed off. He didn't really want to initiate with Pacquiao around the time because Pacquiao was doing too much. He had too many things going on in the fight. It started to get a little dangerous for Barrios, to be honest with you. And what I seen from Pacquiao was a guy who was well-rounded, who was saving his energy, was able to place his shots in certain positions at certain times, and it benefited him in the end. And he was able to actually score a lot of times in the middle rounds and steal a lot of rounds. It was a lot of rounds he was stealing because he was fighting early, wasn't doing much in the middle of the rounds. Then at the end of some of the rounds, he was able to put combinations together, and Barrios couldn't really defend those combinations at all. Couldn't counter those combinations. He would just kind of bag off, reset, and get back to jabbing, and then try to land that right hand down the middle and see if he could throw some check hooks with off of Pacquiao's leaving his left hand out there. You know, Pacquiao, he's a little older, so he was leaving his punches out there a little more early. His timing and speed wasn't there, but you know, he willed his way and he made things happen. And a lot of people feel like this fight was a lot closer than as far as for Pacquiao to be unanimous instead of a draw. A lot of people feel like he won the fight. But for the judges, I guess they felt like it was a draw. But people did not feel like Barrios' performance was very good. They felt like he kind of tailed off at the end a little bit because he was throwing a lot of combinations early, and he had some strong rounds at the end. But what I'm saying is he did not want to engage with combinations throughout the middle to end rounds with Pacquiao at certain points because it got very, very dangerous. Now, that's smart. It's boxing to hit and not get hit. But what I'm saying is most of this fight, It was initiated by Pacquiao. And the position that Barrios was in was counter, jab, counter, jab. So it depends on what you're looking at. You can say, hey, the counter jab kind of balances off the combinations and the movement from Pacquiao and the jabs. But Pacquiao was doing a lot. He was doing more. But that's all I got, man. Barrios comes out against Pacquiao, gets a majority draw. And a lot of people are stunned right now. It's not a huge surprise by a lot of people, but it's a surprise by circumstances and also past fights, how things have went. Barrios had a tough fight, his last fight. And you could say that this fight was tougher than that fight. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.